Yep, these are the guys right here. Look at these guys. Aren't they cute? Look at them. Woof, woof. Yep, these are the guys. Woof, right woof. Woof, 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 woof. Look at these woof. Guys. Aren't they cute? What do you guys think? We got the bear and the bull. We got the bear and the bull. Hope everybody's doing great, man. Welcome, welcome, everybody. How's everybody feeling today? How's everybody feeling? We got a lot to review today, guys. If you're in the building, say hello. Say hello. If you're watching a replay, say replay. Just gonna get a couple things rocking here right away here. Pin to featured. Okay, here we go. How's everybody feeling, man? How's everybody doing? All right, we got some people in the building. Madison, how are you? Maria Garcia, I want to hear from you too. We didn't lose you here. Talk to us, everybody. So today we're going to go over a couple things on the market that we're looking at. Looks like we've got a decent little pattern happening. I know now for some it's a little confusing. So we're here to break things down and see what we could do. If you're new here, guys, my name is Vlad. I'm the stocks to buy and why guy. I help you recognize the stocks, what to do, give you ultimate clarity, and ultimately give you a chance to leave your job so you could trade for a living and live your life on your terms. So if you have any questions and you've been in other groups or anything like that, we're different. We're here. We have a human element. Just ask anything you want. So for example, Travis right away in here saying something. If you guys want us to go over any stocks, great. Just to give you a couple things, as far as last Tuesday, we gave our three picks that we picked from last live. If you missed it, you missed some profits. Just quickly go over those. So we have
SCCO.
Yeah, I would have never read that, right? So I picked SCCO. As you can see, guys, this was a killer. This was literally Tuesday. So if you're not joining us, oh my goodness, look at this.
That's big profits.
So Thursday, Wednesday. So we called it out over here. That's a huge hundreds. I think that's like 150% profit depending on the option. So you missed out. You missed out. Okay. So that was the first one we went over. HSY. Guys, we're giving these away for free. 2 days ago, we called this out. Again, you could go back and look. Everything's verified, right? Here it is. Boom, boom. Huge jump. Again, another 150, 180% gain depending on the option you're buying. So very good play there. And we called out AA. So AA was also a good one here. So you could see when it looks like a little bit, but it's compared to the other ones, but it's actually a very strong move. You could see here's a 2-day move that we're looking for. Again, we called it out here. And now we got it all the way up here. So that's a 5-point move. Again, just kind of wanted to show you guys what we do works. Proof of is in the pudding. And if I were you, I would join here every week. And if you're interested in getting results like this, I'll give you a little clue. I have a webinar that really reviews everything for you. I'm willing to give it to you. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely recommend you watch it. I'm giving you 6 simple steps to find these plays in seconds. So just comment webinar below. You'll see this little comment webinar below, and we got you on that. All right, guys. What's up, Isaac Torres? How are you, man? John Jared. Dave, what's up, brother? Pat Rick, Rohit Dubey, Amit Patel, Val Aldred. Some of these guys don't want to say hi to me. Rohit Dubey just does not want to say hi. All right, there we go. Rohit Dubey with the webinar. So we're going to have Dave Gorbia reach out to you. Anybody else reaches out to you claiming they work with us, they do not, unless it's Anthony, unless it's Elliot, unless it's Dave Gorbia. Forget everybody else. They're not. They're just trying to scam here. So let's get into just the overall market and see what's going on. I love having those nice, beautiful plays that we call out. And today we're going to look at some more and see what we can find. Now, Thursday's a little different. But what I want to show you is the market, what I've been talking to you about last time, is this little pattern. So the market is holding a very strong trend. And we're trying to see when's the breakout going to happen. I am telling you, I'm predicting you a very bullish market very soon, but at the end of the day, that's just a prediction. It's all about specific plays we got to look at. I focus a lot on swing trading. That's what I do. I don't day trade. Day trade means What is day trade? Day trade is individual day. So you're doing intraday trading. You get into play and you get out in the same exact day. So you avoid just, the craziness of what happens after the market closes. To me, when you look at it overall, yeah, things do happen, but they always regress back to normal. In my situation here that I'm looking at, we got a very strong downhill here, and it's continuing to go. Right now, it is bouncing straight here. So we are in a situation to find out by next Monday or Tuesday. So again, next week, if you're not joining, guys, there are certain times when you swing trade that are very specific days.
Oh, gosh.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, bro. Travis, man. I know I didn't share my screen. I apologize, guys. Oh, I apologize. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Travis. Let's give some hearts for Travis for making this show a little bit better. I apologize. Oh my goodness. So you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Real quick, guys. Replay. I'm just going to show you the 3 quick plays I just showed you. So SCCO was from last week. Boom, killing it over here. 150% gains for some of the guys that have emailed me. Another HSY right here. Another big 2-day profit as we discussed the other day. AA, all predictions, all came true. Very, very nice. Good stuff. Does that mean the lowest happened, guys? So far, we've been a freaking fire, man. I mean, but again, we'll miss 1 or 2. That's going to happen. But anyways, going back, our goal is to get like 90%, 80%. If you could get those type of gains, you're killing it. Wednesday was fire, right, bro? That was pretty good. Now, here's the thing which you got to be careful with. We got to look at patterns, guys. That's how you discuss everything. Day trading patterns is a little tough. So if you're a day trader, if you've done day trading before and you've lost money, you probably want to check out my webinar for sure, because it's not you. It's just stressful. And it's really hard to really pinpoint every single thing. So in this scenario here, check this out. It's showing us a nice pattern. Yeah, it could be a little off here and there, but who cares? We don't have to trade that same day. What I'm seeing is a downturn. Who likes slides? If you like slides, let me know if you like slides, because this is exactly what that is. Nice little woo, woo, woo. I just want to make that noise. I had to make an excuse. So overall, very strong slide. My daughter falls off slides like that. So what I try to do is I try to get more bullish. We want some bullishness in here. Here's what I will tell you. To get this to the bullish side, I'm going to give you a little secret. We need to break this line. We need to break this 200-day moving day average. If we do, we are seeing a beautiful reversal. And I think we're going to see something happening. Again, I'm going to show you. A lot of people don't use these indicators because they think it's, oh my God, it's an indicator. I don't like using crazy indicators. That's not my thing. But these are more confirmation indicators. So you could see here, this right here is a little X. This is showing us, this is a sneak preview. And a lot of people say, oh man, it's so easy to trade. All you have to do is use the chart here. You don't need all this. Well, you don't. But if you want to get a preview of what's about to happen, sneak preview, it's just it's easier to go to see a movie when you see the trailer first. And sneak preview is telling me that this market is ready to turn. Now this is a more leading indicator. So we need to see this come up. 200, this red line is a 200-day moving average. It's a first step. And if that's in, that means we got into the building. We are watching the movie and it has a great beginning. Now we want to get to the plot, right? We want to get to the good stuff. The good stuff is this number here. This is the 50-day moving average. If this thing crosses both, it's like having that movie that had a good plot, good beginning. It's almost like, hey, all we need is that good ending. See what we did here? So basically what we're saying is pretty cool here, right? Number one, this is the theaters. Welcome to the theaters, right? We watch and we see that we have a trailer of the movies right here. It's showing us that it's a preview. Doesn't mean it's a good movie, but it's looking pretty good. I say I want to go watch it. So we put it on the watch list. We put it on the watch list. And guess where we're going next is this red line right here. That's the beginning of the movie, and it's looking pretty good, okay? Doesn't mean it's going to be great, but that's a good indicator in this scenario. Guess what's happening next? Next, if we go into this, now we go into, You know what it is. You know, to get stuck.
Or popcorn.
We're gonna go, yeah, we get popcorn. Then we go into the plot of the movie, which is the most important part. And if it continues going this way, I can't move this thing. I don't know what's going on here.
It does that sometimes. I know. It's
Yeah.
no joke.
Oh, I thought it was a joke. So yeah, if it does that, we got the plot right here. 50-day moving average is the plot. If it gets past it, that means usually the ending is pretty good. And how do we know that? To verify is make sure there's a lot of people in the building watching the movie. And this is what it's going to show us, which is the volume. Just a different way of looking at it. But at the end of the day, keep it simple. If it crosses the 200-day moving average, if it crosses the 50-day moving average, it has enough momentum, we going in. We are going in. Okay, so that's what we do. That's what we do now. I have a better explanation, more slower explanation of this, because if you didn't get it, again, definitely check out my webinar. It's free. I give you 6 simple steps to do this. I even show you how to screen the stocks and find these plays on your own. Comment webinar below, and we got you on that. And Dave's actually going to reach out to you, and he's going to send it to you. So I'm going to tell you right now, we called out a few plays. The market's crazy, but somehow we were at 100% win on my 3 favorite stocks. I picked these stocks based on your picks. So I'm going to show you what you're going to give me the picks. I'm going to see what we can find. If I need to, I'll find it myself. Medicine SARS, you want the webinar? You got the webinar. Dave's going to help you out. Dylan Langley, what's up, man? All right, so let's check out some of your stocks. We got some good ones in here. We got a lot, huh?
No.
Oh no, okay. Okay, so let's check out Netflix. Netflix has been in the shitter. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to curse. Yeah. Netflix has been in the poopy papa.
The poopy papa.
Yeah, so here's the thing about the Netflix, guys. I told you this before. I was a big fan of the stocks a while ago. When it was in this slice territory, I did a lot of, I have certain strategies called Paycheck Collector that you could collect 10% to 30% a month, almost guaranteed. The chances are in your favor. It's a passive income strategy. Again, also, I talk about it in the webinar, exactly how it works. So check out the webinar for that strategy as well. Here's the thing. These moving day averages are all in line of being bearish. It cannot break it. So why are we going to do something like that? The stock is way below its health index. The volume hasn't been there. It's not even, and not only that, it's like going in this channel of bearishness. So to me, I don't like it. I don't like it. I think at one point it's going to break out. But for us to do that, the least we could do is break out to the short term, which is this line right here. Let me clear some of these arrows here. But yeah, I would like to see it break like 420 first. And then we could talk about, because now it broke through something. It has nothing to show right now here. It's literally just kind of just whatever. All right, guys. So if you're enjoying the show, can we get some hearts in here, man? I like to see some love. If you see me, I'm clicking hearts. That helps us out. Facebook looks at our hearts and says, you know what? We're getting some good stuff. It gives me energy to give you more picks. You know, Victor, spasibo большое. You know, hey, Victor, bro, we're hanging strong with Ukraine, man. Yeah, by the way, guys, I am from Ukraine. I'm from Kiev, Ukraine. I'm not there now, or I'm going anytime soon, but we definitely are feeling what's going on over there, man. Victor, if you have, I don't know if you have any symbiote there, but if you do, I hope everything's good, bro. What's next?
AMD.
Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. AMD. All right. Hey, Victor, man, how's the baby doing? Are you getting any sleep? What's going on with that? AMD is looking very, very, Dave, are you throwing a stock out there?
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're looking over here, you could see this stock is also on a downtrend. Now, we talked about the movies, right? What's cool about this is this stock is staying above this kind of. So it's basically saying, look, I'll go to the movie. I'm kind of enjoying the pieces of it, but not enough to really get hyped. And I'm going to tell you right now, you got my word on this, okay, guys? Yeah, you're not getting any sleep? All right. See, that's a Ukrainian baby. My baby was the same way. She don't sleep. She's 5 now, and she still don't sleep. She still don't sleep. I got to convince her to sleep. So in this scenario here, you could see it's a very strong trend, but here's the key. If it breaks this 50-day moving average,
That's when
it's going to be good, guys.
Havana.
Yeah, I will definitely do a great. Yeah, Victor's laughing, but he's laughing, but there's tears in that smiling. I'm not getting sleep. So yeah, and it's gonna pop open right here, man, guys. If this gets to 133, 135, get in. This is going to be a good one. Am I wrong? And now you might say, Vlad, I don't know who you are. You're some Facebook thing. Like, why would I believe you? Like, I hear you, and I totally understand. So let me show you why you should believe me. Number one, because I don't know, because I said so. But number two is even more important. Number two is we got to look at patterns. It's not the first time. What stocks like to do are do the same thing. So you can see this stock did the same thing here on a shorter piece. But the second it broke that 50-day moving average, yep, that's what they like to do. Sometimes it'll go down again, go down. Oh, there's that 50-day moving average. Ta-da! It works based on supply and demand, which is a human psychology thing. Yasir Miran, what's up? Bet Caleb, how are you? Levi Milstead, come on, guys, say hello. I want to hear from you guys. You're here for a reason, man. If you have any questions, let us know. But if not, enjoy the show. So yeah, 133, and we are in. 133 on AMD is for me. Where to next?
Costco.
All right, Costco's looking pretty good to me. I'm liking Costco. Oof. All right. So what do we got to say about Costco? I'm going to put this on my favorites. What do you think? Couple things here, right? So we're looking like it's kind of holding this, but it's really not, man. I think it's real. So I'm going to guess that this stock might have a little bit of a pullback, just a little bit, maybe up to here. Okay. But I think for the most part, Elliot,
no, I like it longer term.
I'm going to say in the next week, 2 weeks, we're going to see this go. We got the A to B, B to C, C to D pattern formed. Volume is pretty strong. Okay, guys. So when we're going to the movies, this is the thing I'm looking for. Is the trailer good? Trailer's looking pretty freaking good, man. The sneak previews are looking nice. People, look at the people here. People want to go see it. So tickets are selling, and the movie's looking pretty good. It's already above its normal. So because it's a good movie, just because it's hyped up. But the plot seems good, and I think the ending is going to be even better. The candle's a little bit indecisive, totally understanding. That's why I think maybe we'll have like a little bit of a shift, but I think maybe not tomorrow we will have a big move, but in the next week or two, I'm going to say a week, we're going to be dancing like this, specifically like that. 2 index fingers up saying Costco's killing it. All right, guys. All right. No, you didn't do it right. You got to go like, oh, guys, I haven't posted the Elliot dancing video yet. That's coming to a theater near you. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing Elliot dance, just give me some thumbs up, because I definitely would like to see it. Thank you for the thumbs up.
I would definitely like to see it.
Yeah, man. David Matthew White, what's up, brother? How are you? All right, guys. So yeah, a few of you guys already reached out. I also have a great course I'm willing to give out. Here's what we're gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna give you a trivia question. If you get the trivia question correct and you want our $500 course, it's called the Stock Predator course. Definitely let me know here, and you got to comment, but you got to give us the right answer. Are you guys ready for the trivia question? Okay, here we go. I listed 3 stocks that were very profitable that we called out. My 3 favorite stocks from the last live, all 3 did great. Give me one stock that I mentioned in this live twice because I messed up on the screen. All right. So yeah, that's Costco. Let's go into next.
COUV.
What is it?
COUV.
COUV. Okay. Yeah, no. Yeah, sorry, guys. This is not for me. Travis, you got it, man. Yeah, no. But you already got the course, I think.
This just looks so rigged.
Yeah, so this right here is just a penny stock, guys. I would not invest in anything like this. Overall, if you watched what was it, Wolf of Wall Street, you know, he would one of the things they did, they traded OTC stocks. They're not regulated. It's just you're just throwing money away to some extent. Yes, you'll hear about people making money, but it is just a Vegas thing. So I would not play that at all. Where's the next?
J&J.
J&J, Matterport. You know, Levi, I think you asked about it the other day.
That's been coming up a lot.
Okay, I'll check that out. I'll be Mirage. What's up, man? All right, guys. Cool. Chance, what's up, brother? How are you? If you guys don't know Chance Tedesco, he's the man. He actually painted this on his own. A little bit of the bull and the bear. If you haven't figured that out. All right, so Johnson & Johnson is looking pretty good to me, guys. We just talked about this. Couple things I love. One thing is throwing me off. So I'm loving this. Look at it. It broke every single average. So I think overall, guys, we are definitely headed to 172, possibly 173. So I'm liking it. Volume is what's throwing me off a little bit. So volume tells me that, hey, it's a little accelerated. People are collecting some profits. So just understand you're taking the risk of this coming down a little bit before it goes up. So if you are going to do an option, then make sure it's a longer term option. David Matthews asking, why is the volume low? It's a good question. So one of the things you got to look at with this is how many days has this stock been? So you got to think psychologically, right? So the stock fell, very predictably fell, okay? And if it hit over here, kind of like this resistance right here, very close, right? Boom, boom, boom. I'm sorry, support. Then it had a huge day, another big day, another big day, another big day, another big day. When somebody has so many big days, overall, what happens? The stronger the days, a lot of times, again, look at over here. As the days goes up, the volume starts coming down. The volume starts coming down because they're collecting their profits. So, and what happens a lot of times is we fall in love with the candles, but we don't look at volume. Volume is king, okay? It is the king of all kings, all right? And at the end of the day, we want to make sure that it jumps up like a frog, okay? There's a little frog right here. See that, guys? And what the frog is doing, look at this little coin it has. So as the stock volume goes up, it keeps going up. And then guess what? Boom, boom, boom. It's a bullish stock for a while, but eventually the frog loses the coin and gets attacked by the bears. Okay, so that's what happens. You got to be very careful. So I would say I like it, but just you have to also use the Fibonacci here and look and say, look, we're so high up, there's a chance this thing could go down to 165, 164 before it keeps going. But the fact that it is over the moving averages, I'm going to say I like it. I would definitely invest in this. I think there's a good day ahead of it. One more for the road. And then again, look at this. Look at that. This is a good one. So I'm going to put this on my favorites. By Tuesday, I think we're going to see something there. Woo! Okay, Frank Larby, what's up? Anil Mita, Anil, what's up, man? What do you think about AGRI? Okay, we have it on the list.
Yeah.
We will get to it. What's next?
MU.
MU. Okay, moo. We looked at bears. We looked at different things. We haven't looked at cows.
No moves, huh?
No moves. What do I think of moo? Micron Technology. Hassan Afiere. What's up, man? What do you think of this one? I don't know, man. I don't know if I like. This one's tough, I think.
Yeah, we spoke about it in the live yesterday, and by the end of the day, it shot up like another $2. So maybe
I'm gonna say I like the. So here's what I'm gonna say. I say I like it, and I'll tell you why I like it. For the short term, look at this. It has the A to B, B to C, C to D pattern. It just had a bad day today. Doesn't mean if the volume is still strong, it's still there. It's just sometimes, guess what, guys? He'll have these moves, but it might lag a day. And I think that's what we have going on. Just like over here, you could see volume was good. Let's move some of these arrows off. I like it. I think this is going to form a nice pattern here. A to B, B to C, C to D pattern. And I think it's going to break because the volume is decent. It's been increasing just because today's not even over. I would say stick to it. And if you're in it, definitely stick to it. Don't worry about a one-day loss. Things happen. You know, you can't call it out like that. Mew not feeling froggy. Not a golden frog, not this guy. No, but I don't think it's necessarily a bear. Okay. I think what happens to a bear is you see it gets its foot eaten by my dog. I think we could see a little, you know, it's basically bullish. Hey, one little day, get out of here. And then it's back. There's a lot of fighting going on. All right, fellas. Where do you buy them stocks? So what I would recommend, Maria, is check out my webinar. I actually go over exactly where to find them, how to buy them, and everything. And everybody else who's interested in the webinar, definitely check it out. It's 1 hour of knowledge that will really help you out to get a foundation. Comment webinar below, and we'll get that for you. Yeah, just make sure you'll see this. Just like you commented that, comment that below. What's next?
AEE.
AEE. Ooh, AEE might be a good one, guys.
Utility work.
Hold up. Is that Dave that gave us? Dave, what you know about stocks? What you doing with stocks over here? Okay, good stuff, Dave. Dave's throwing out. Dave's the man over here. So it looks to me very nice play. So notice what's happening here. It broke through 200-day moving average perfectly. This is what we call a Mirabozu candle. Okay, a Mirabozu is a full-bodied candle. Again, if it's gibberish, definitely recommend you should probably get some coaching on this. And if you're interested in coaching, like a real mentorship program, that's how we kind of get our people here. We are different because we give you the human element, which gives you total clarity and the fastest way to learn the market and be able to leave your job. So comment coaching below. We actually have 2 more position spots, I think, available for March for this month. So if you're interested, comment coaching below, and we could get on a call and see maybe this could be for you. This could be that change for you that you probably need in your life. So comment coaching below. What's up, Josh Bartha? How are you, man? So yeah, this is coming in. I'm loving it. Everything's looking in the right direction. All the pieces here. I am calling out this stock right here as one of my favorites. Put it on the list. AEE. Let's go for me. Okay, cool. What's up, Bob Benish? How are you, man? What's next?
AGRI.
AGRI. Let's click the button. Yeah, this one is not something I like to trade. It has a very consistent channel to the downside here. It's very cheap. It's not OTC stocks, but you know, it's holding this pattern pretty well. I know a lot of people want these jumps, but it's just waiting on something that's not controlled. And what happens is every drop gets you stressed out. It's almost like day trading, which to me is very similar to gambling. It's just hard to time it. Very, very hard to time it. And I don't have time to time. What's next?
MTTR.
MTTR. Kind of the same thing. It is no, it's better than the other one because there are some good things happening. I feel like it's still somewhat of a new stock, and it is over 200 days, but it's just holding this downward trend. I will say once the stock rebuilds, and rebuilding means around 19. Now, because if you look, the overall 200-day moving average is around 17. You want it to be above that to feel good about it. So the stock is still how old? Like about almost a year old. It's going through puberty right now. You don't want to mess with the stock. There's too many mood swings, too many things happening. You know, let them go through puberty first. Let them get to around 19, 20. That's right. It's about that age.
I think that's
too.
when it's worth talking about again.
Yeah.
Put a price alert on it.
Yeah, right now, like it's going to go through something that, mind you, you could go up a little bit. Like around here, they're going to wonder about the birds and the bees, things like that. That's going to happen.
When it gets to 10, right?
Yeah, you know, there's proms, there's different things. But once it gets to 18 years old, 19, 20, now we have an adult here. And I think at that point, we could start moving to the right area. Cool. What's next?
Cat. C18.
Caterpillar.
Hello.
So this is coming from Mr. Bob Benish. Also, another guy named Bob Benish.
That's the evil Bob.
Yeah, it's the evil
Ganesh.
Bob. So this one's looking pretty good, man. And Bob's really getting a hold of this pretty well. I like that. Now it is below its 2-day moving averages. However, long-term moving averages. Sorry, it just broke this nice pattern, man. Off the 200. Beautiful volume. Today's a little bit less, but it's okay because it's still early and it's beginning to turn here. Bob, I like your call. I like what you're seeing here. Bob is a very unique human being. He's an engineer. He's one of our coaching clients, and you could see how much he's learned because he's picking these good stocks because he knows how to do it. He's taking the courses. He's working with Elliot one-on-one on demand. And if you're interested in getting some coaching, guys, I'd recommend it. At least have a conversation about it because I'm going to tell you, since we brought this up 60 days ago, we've had a lot of people who already joined, not only pay off their program, they are making great money. I have a couple people who are already planning to leave their jobs, kind of like with Felix, who's one of our paid clients, left his banking job to work with, to just do disc golf for a living. So there's a lot of stories like that. Lori obviously making 100K in 3 months. She's no longer doing the bridal thing. She's now doing trading. She's in here as well. So yeah, definitely recommend you at least taking a look at it. Comment coaching below. We could set up a call for you and just go from there.
AUTH.
AUTH?
Yeah. It might be AUPH. I know that's one.
Cat cool. Yeah. AEP, I see.
Yeah, Gary gave AUTH.
Gary, let me know if that was the wrong one. I would really like to see you use the scan. Yeah, highlight in your webinar, do it live and show us what you think by what you see. We could, yeah, I know you asked that, Nancy, before. I was gonna do, actually, right now is a good time to do that, right? Anybody have any other stocks?
Yeah.
Nancy, just for you. So what Nancy's talking about is AEP, man. This thing is off the charts right now. So yeah, it's off the charts. The volume's kind of coming down because it's a little stretch. I'd be very careful with it right now. Arono Pharma. Let me see. Arono. You're gonna have to give us a symbol on that. All right. So let's see what Nancy's asking. I would really like you to see you use the scan. You highlight in your. Okay. So basically, what we want to look at when it comes to scanning is, let's see here. We use something called FinViz, right? So we're going to do a little bit here. So basically, we want to see in the market what's going on, who's really leading the way. Right now, utilities, consumer defense, those type of things are leading the way for today. Overall, materials been leading the way. I always like to look at technology. Technology is kind of down. So we want to see what's matching the market. Okay, the market like we're looking right now, again, this is not the best day. Usually, you want to do these screens about Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Thursdays possibly, but that's a lot of times we already start to kind of lay off. But still, based on what we're seeing, it's an indecisive time right now to really do something like that, but we could still check it out. So based on this, is it bullish or bearish? The last few days have been good. Now it's kind of like, in my opinion, I would wait. I would do more of my paycheck collected formula. Right now it's great for that. But I would say in this case, it is bearish. It is bearish because it's coming down, right? So again, it's a little hard to say. This would be something we could do on Tuesday for sure. But basically what I would do in here, if I think it's bearish, I would go in here, click on all, go into sector, right? We're going to go into, I think bearish was technology, right?
And consumer cyclicals.
Okay, so let's first look at consumer cyclicals here. So consumer cyclicals, technology is matching the market. So in my opinion, this could maybe go down a little bit before it goes up, assuming, again, not an accurate thing on a Thursday right now with these type of charts. This would be good on Tuesday, but assuming that technology is the one I'm looking for, I would probably go below 200-day moving average. I would go below 50. Where is it? Why am I lost here?
You're looking for the 52-week high?
Oh, I'm sorry. My screen's bigger on this than my laptop.
It better be.
All right, so yeah, so we're gonna go below, where is it? Wow, all right, cool. So I put that in here, and then we're gonna do volume over, sorry, over 1 million here. What time periods? They're daily candles. Again, we're doing more of swing trading, so that's why. All right, so we put that in here. So we got 210 stocks. So when I look at it now, I could really kind of see what we have going on. And basically, like every stock here is holding a pretty good pattern. For example, like Adobe. If you look at Adobe, I could already see based on, and again, that's why you need to really, if you don't see it quick, you might want to get some coaching on it. Below 250 volume over. Yes, that's correct. You could see that just from this chart real quick, what I'm looking at is it's holding that strong line, that purple line there, and it's coming down. So in this case, I would look at ADBE through here, ADBE through here, and there it is. So to me, this is a nice bearish play. Would I play it? No. Again, for the sake of this doing the live, I don't want to go too crazy with this, but you could see here it's beginning to bounce back down. It's the volume's a little lower, but it is over 1 million, which is good. This one's kind of not reacting the right way right now. To me, right now, based on what I'm seeing, I would putting this on a watch list. So if it breaks here, obviously it's a different story. But if it breaks this, we're going to the downside. So that's how I come up with these plays. Let me see here. Trying to find another one for you here. So yeah, this is a tougher one right now to look at on a Thursday. So again, Tuesday, Wednesdays is really when you want to trade these things.
It looks like there's more bearish opportunities, if anything, but even then.
Yeah, I don't see a lot. Oh, like here's another one, AVLR. But again, these are all going into a whole flow for me for that. Like AVLR would be another one I would look at.
Yeah, I like that one. Just
AVLR. If we're going bearish, hypothetically, again, I'm undecided. That's why I said from the beginning of the show, right now, we're waiting. But in this case, look at this. It broke every single average. The volume's kind of down because of the fact that it's just had this nice little move. Everything's pointing in the down direction. This could be a good put option. And it looks like it's going all the way down to 95 to 90. So that's how I do it. Again, I don't like doing it too much here. People get confused a little bit with the screening. So over 200 equities, that's allowed us to scan through. Any other ways to narrow it down? So yes, there is another way. I'm just being pretty quick about it. I don't like cheaper stocks. So like, because again, if I'm doing an option, it's definitely not like that. So I would say I would do probably a little over 30. That goes down to 90. Okay, there's a few other things we could do. I don't want to just confuse too many people here. I would work a little bit on relative volume. So there's another way we could do that. I go a lot of these things I review in my course of how we could really isolate everything. So yeah, it's just a lot to go over without having a foundation. But right now, if you look at here, I got you 90 stocks. It's actually not a lot to go through. I could go through this in like
I think what helps is you do this so much, it's easy to see familiar setups you like.
Here's what I'd recommend. Like to go through 90 stocks, we would take a few minutes. Seriously. Literally, like I'm already like I'm going this quick and I could see it because I do it a lot. And you need the right coaching. That's why I don't know. Is Nancy in our coaching program?
I'm not. Nancy, I don't think so, but I know the name.
Nancy, oh yeah, she's been popping up a lot. Yeah, if you're in a coaching, so that's one of the things we do. We teach you how to read stocks real quick. And we show you a little bit more in detail on how we scan these. But as I'm looking, like I'm finding a lot. Like, for example, right here, boom, AVLR is another one. Now, if you look here, you might be looking at it and saying, oh, what about this bullish one? Well, we're not searching for bullish. That's a whole different thing. So that's the stuff we teach you in coaching. Step by step, we give you exactly how to read a chart, what a candlestick is, everything, and specifically what to do to narrow it down, to breakout strategies, to spreads, things like that. So you really have an idea, even in this market, how do we trade something called the paycheck collector when it doesn't matter if the stock goes up or down. So that's really how you want to create a trading plan for yourself. Be able to have multiple diversified ways. Like for example, if the stock is kind of undecided, the market is kind of flat, that's okay. We have a strategy that doesn't matter if the stock goes up or down. That's our passive income. So we're making 30%, 10 to 30% a month, every month as a salary. And your performance bonus are things like this. So that's how you could actually leave your job, is be able to have something that's consistently coming in. No one's just going to leave a job because they're that good at timing everything. I mean, a lot of people do, but we always give you the backup plan as well. I hope that helps you, Nancy, and everybody else. I know we usually don't do that screening here for a reason. A lot of people get very confused sometimes. And if you haven't seen the webinar Nancy's talking about, definitely check it out. Comment webinar below so you can understand the 6 steps, and that's the things we're discussing here. Any other stocks we have going on?
AEP was the last one.
Yeah. Anybody else have any stocks? What's up, Brian?
I think,
Alex Alexander, what's up, man?
XLU and XLP, probably the sectors in general, I think.
Yeah. So right
If you
now,
don't want an individual stock, you could just go into the whole sector.
Candace Hooper, David, if you we'll get you the webinars, guys. David Gorbia is gonna text you or send you something right now. How you do make money in consolidation? What you mean you can make money whether it don't go up or down? That's a good question. You know, Diego, I don't want to answer it, but because you're so cool, I'm going to answer it. I'm just messing with you guys. So yeah, basically a stock could be right now. I'm trying to think of a stock. What's a good
We're gonna call out for AWK.
We'll look at AWK in a second. AWK does look really good, actually. Dave, where are you getting these stocks from? Dave knows how to screen all of a sudden, but that's not the question here. How do you make money? Well, we look for stocks that are in a consolidating state, which is something like this. So this right now is not, we're in a market right now, or maybe, well, let's just say here. So if the stock is here, Diego, what I would recommend actually, basically, I'm just going to give you a quick thing so I don't confuse people. You could set up a strategy where if the stock doesn't get to 188 or what, I'm just throwing numbers out there, 152, as long as it doesn't get there in let's just say a month, in a month, you're going to collect 10 to 30%. Okay. After all course and all the lives of the, yeah. So that's why it's hard for me to say, Victor. Спасибо большое за это. What Victor's saying, I go over this in more detail in the webinar, exactly why this happens, where you don't have to be right, as long as you're not totally wrong. So if the stock does this a little bit here, you're still collecting 10%. If it does a little bit here, it's still collecting 10%. If it goes below it, it's a different story. So in our case, as long as if I think the stock is gonna, I'll put a line over here. Okay, so I'll put this area right here, just as a rectangle. Okay, as long as it doesn't get here, if the stock goes up, you're making money quicker than a month. If it stays still, you're making money in a month. If it goes down, if it goes down around here, it doesn't matter where, you're still making that same 10%. It's a no-brainer. That's how, in a way, it is kind of hedging. The problem with hedging is they use something called naked hedging. So what that means is we're getting into some stuff here, huh? If the stock does reach the bad area, you are screwed. So that's the problem with hedging, because what they do is naked calls. So basically, let's just say you bought 100 or 1,000 options. Well, now 1,000 options or 100 options, that's 1,000 shares of this stock. That means now you will have to pay $156,000 possibly to buy that stock, which you may not have. And that's where hedging is really, really, really dangerous. That's why the whole thing happened with AMC, GME. Those people got screwed because everybody was investing in something they didn't think was going to happen. We teach you the safer way. Is there a possibility of a loss? Of course, but your possibility is like 10%. So we teach you how to hedge, but with a small bank account. And that's key. Good questions today, guys. I like the questions. Again, I recommend Victor's one of our paid clients, so he kind of is beginning to understand it a little bit more. Definitely recommend you guys check out the coaching. First, if you haven't seen the webinar, definitely see the webinar for sure. And then if you really want to master this and become really good at it at a faster pace, definitely consider getting a mentor. Like I said, well, even if it's not us, get a mentor. I'm going to tell you right now. I mean, it'd be nice to get you with Elliot, but if not, definitely get a mentor. It's the only way I've seen people really succeed, unless you just do what I did, which I failed a lot and then eventually got a mentor. I lost a lot of money.
Same.
So Elliot did the same. So if you guys want to be silly like us, you could do that. Do you ever use grid bots for consolidation, or is everything
It's
manual?
all manual, baby.
No, you know what? It's funny you ask that. So I tried bots. Okay, I get it. And I used to do computer science for a living, not for a living, but in school I've done computer science classes and programming. And man, it sounds good, but it has never worked. And I even had somebody approach me, a programmer who wanted to create a bot with me, and it's a great money and all that stuff. The problem is there's too many variables, and one of them is news. Yes, you could find consolidations. And I'm all about tech, man. I'm not like old school or something like that. You show me a bot that works. I got a couple bots right now I was playing around with every time. I've tried it just to see how it works and make things easier. It's never as good as humans. It's the same as learning from just videos. It's good. You can learn from videos, but it's never as good as the human element. You could just ask something on demand. For example, Nancy had questions. She just goes in here, hey, I need this. That's a great way to learn. Bots, it's just not, man. Unless you show me, prove it to me. I've tried bots. Everybody claims they make all this money. Either number one, they're lying. Two, they're trying to sell you something. Or three, maybe they got lucky. But overall, I just never seen it. Or maybe I just haven't seen it. I've never seen a bot that just prints money. It's just, there's not, there's too many variables. You need to have your own mind to it. And what's worse, the worst thing in the world, man, when you give somebody your money, you made no decisions, trusting someone else, and now all of a sudden your account goes down. You have nobody to blame but yourself, but it sucks because you're not in control. At least if you did it, you did it. That's why we really teach you the foundation to make sure you could make the right decisions. Billionaires would be everywhere. Yeah, listen, it's true. It's true.
Good point.
And I'm not saying we're billionaires here. What I'm saying is, we teach you how to be consistent with trading, because we start from something that most people don't do. Again, I'll give you an example. Go through your Facebook ads. You ever seen stock ads? It's always the same. I'm going to give you my 5-step strategy. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give. That's all great because it's easy. It's easy to come up with a video. Here, watch this. It's a little harder, and anybody in this here would probably attest to that. It's tough, man. It's whoever been in training with Elliot or me, or whoever is a little older here in the group, it's tougher because we have to really go into it one-on-one. It takes a lot more time. It takes a lot more work. But at the end of the day, if we're focused on getting results, that's the only way we could do that. Been playing with bots for 5 or 6 years now. So Bob Benish, here you go. He's actually finding some good stocks. I'll tell you which bot I want. I'll just type Bob Benish.
Bob Benish.
Bob Benish bot. Yeah, that's a good name. Triple B. Bob Benish bot. So if you guys want Bob Benish bot, it's available. No, I'm kidding. You're not bots. You don't claim to know everything. Bots don't know anything there. Is a person. Yeah, listen, the only time I would say a bot is like I use a screener. To me, that is a huge help. I'd rather look at certain stocks. When you're in the play, it is so well. Anybody could attest to that who's down training with us. Whether you're up or down, like I'm down. I'm going to tell you right now, when I go into plays, 70% of the time, I'm down right away. Right away. That's why I can't day trade. Doesn't mean I lose right away or I lose money until I get out of it. It's okay if I'm down. I could be down for 3 days. It doesn't matter. My goal is, hey, I know it has to go here or it has to go there. And sometimes, here's the thing. Oh, no. Ukraine attacked here. News. Oh, the oil prices went up. Oh, no. You have to be able to shift. You have to have that brain ready. And that's how you make a living. That's how you make a living off this, because you are in control of your situation. So again, that's why with the way we do our business, I'll be very transparent. Why am I pushing the webinar so much? Because this may not be for you. Okay. This may not be for you. So, and I'll tell you what, because of all the questions, what I like to do is I like to give people the foundation. Anybody in this group right now, if you want, let's do this for them. Anybody interested in my course? I have a five module course that goes over the psychology of trading and why people get screwed and they don't even know why they're losing money. They blame themselves, but it's not. There's other things going on. If you're interested, just comment course below and I'll make sure to get it for you. We'll override the price for you. We'll get you a free link, 7-day trial. You can watch the whole thing through those 7 days. It's not long. If you're interested, just comment course and we'll provide that foundation for you. But that's what we do that for. Give you a foundation, give you an understanding, and we don't charge for that. But at the end of the day, here's the thing, okay? If you like what you see and if you understand it and if it makes sense to you, you might want to do business with us because we are different. Otherwise, I wouldn't give you free stuff. We are different. We you know, we put in the work. We put in the work. I'm not saying we're the only ones. So by all means, if you guys don't like me, maybe I'm too crazy for you now. My courses, you'll see I slow down my talking. I'm a lot more clear so you could understand better. So I do that for a reason, guys. But if we work well, if you feel like, hey man, I kind of understand this guy. I like how he talks. I could understand his content. Then you know what, imagine what the stuff we teach that we do charge for. Or you're going to say, this guy's a schmuck. He's goofy. He's weird and corny. I don't want to, why am I even dealing with him? And that's okay. We can't make everybody happy, but all we ask to do is give us a shot for free, see how you like it. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work out. Best case scenario, you might be able to leave your job because you actually found the skill. And I love hearing, don't take it the wrong way, Bob. Bob failed so many times with bots. I love hearing that. The man failed. Why do I love hearing that? I love helping people. So that's so big for me, man. I love just helping people out and seeing people who finally get clarity. Why? Because I was one of those people. So that's why I do it all the time. And we come here twice a week live and nobody's getting charged for that because I love seeing you guys. I love helping people out. And whether you become a person here or not, some people here have been here for how long? We'll never kick you out. You're never going to be doing coaching, and that's okay. That's okay. That's totally fine. We love the crowd. We love you supporting us. This is really what it's all about. It's helping people out. Everything else is kind of like a side effect. So Dave, I see there's a lot of people pricing course. We're going to get you guys all a course. Make sure Dave's going to be helping out. I think Anthony's going to help out as well to get you guys. It's going to take a little bit. We need your email. So if you can't provide your email, we can't get you the course. So I'm just letting you know, heads up. Please make sure you do that. Okay, Anthony, thanks for helping. So if you get a message from Anthony O'Neill or Dave Gorbia, they work with us. They're part of the team to help us out. If it's anybody else trying to tell you about crypto and whatever, things like that happens in our group, they try to claim to be us. And it's just spam and it's fraud. Just try to ignore it. Or if anybody posts here, whatever. Oh, Candace, you don't put your email here, please. Yeah, don't do that for security. That's why I don't post any links here. No, guys, don't put your emails here. Dave and Anthony are going to get it from you personally. I don't want your information being compromised. Please, please, please. I'm going to delete your emails from here right now. Candace and Levi, we don't want your emails in here. Protect your identity. That's why we do everything in DMs. We don't want anybody getting spammed, please. Thanks, guys. Someone spends a lot of money on courses and was an internet freeloader. This is my first time in your live, and I can definitely tell you're different. They give a lot of game for free. No, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, listen, I'm a freeloader too, bro. I'll take free stuff. If I could get free, I'll get free. Certain things I definitely am pretty cheap about. Certain things I just learn, man. Even through my business, I invest a lot into people and in the right mindsets. It's just important, man. And for years it held me down because I figured let me save a few pennies. But you know what happens? I'll tell you what happens. I figured out how to get the cheapest courses for like cheap. Yeah, people give me courses, people would offer me things, and I was always a YouTuber. Like, I'll figure it out on YouTube. But what it took away from me is time, which is the most precious thing in the world. Nobody could give you time. I mean, like Steve Jobs was a multi-billionaire, and what he would do to not die at 50. Well, you know, it's a terrible thing. so we don't know how much time we have left. So it's important to me. I value time a lot. Money is, I could make money trading. It's whatever. It's it's more about now, how do I let people figure out a plan with full clarity and not get confused everywhere? There's so much crap out there now, and it's worse than ever. There's social media, there's stock twits, there's so many things, bots, Telegram, WhatsApp. Hey, join this, join that, join this. I don't do that. I don't go after people. All I do, I have a roller coaster here, which is this show. You either on it, you like it, great. You want to join us, you join us. I don't freeload, but I need to know I'm not jumping into water. Bro, what that is, what you're saying there, can't, I'm sorry, bro, a good woman. I apologize, ma'am. That's over my head. No, you're 100% right. And if anybody here just wants to sign up for coaching because of my name or something, that's just silly. And honestly, probably won't work because you didn't do your due diligence to figure it out. That's why we do webinars. That's why we do courses. That's why we do this live, is to give you a feel of who we are. It's too much fakeness out there, man. There's too much, and people don't like that. I don't like being sold all the time. So, yeah. Sorry about Candid. It's hard to see the picture on here, so I apologize. You must verify the person behind the. Yes, and I do not take that. I do not take that offensively at all. In fact, when I see people say that, it says a lot about. Actually, Lori's in here. I mean, Lori joined us. Very, very. Lori, you could say that, right? She's the one who made 100 grand here in 3 months. She joins us every month here. No one ever forced her to take it or take the course, anything. She made a decision. That's a hard decision because we were a lot smaller. Our group was like under 1,000 when she joined us. So she just literally just took the leap of faith to do it. And, I appreciate people like that. Victor, who's just gave me some hearts. I don't think he did it because we're both Ukrainian. I think if everybody in this group joined us on a free group and does not say, who is this guy? Let me see. I don't trust him. Let me look into it. Then you're crazy. Then you're just naive. Of course, you're going to question who you're dealing with. Of course. So by all means, I totally get that. I wonder why. You see, are we still on the screen? No, because yours that's weird, right? Look, mine is showing me different. That's weird. But this is the only place that doesn't try to impress you with fancy cars and actually, no. You are wrong, bro. Bro, no, Bob, you have no idea. I got fancy bears and fancy bulls. We ride. And fancy pants. Look at those rims on these things. Look at those rims. Oh my God, you're Ukrainian. Now I'm wrong because I just like. Oh, stop it. Well, thank you, Candace. I appreciate it. But you don't have to love me because I'm Ukrainian because something's going on there. I want you guys to just judge me for what we do here. Love me, hate me. I'm all good with it. Hey, you might think I'm corny. You might think whatever. I just love. All I know is we have a bunch of people coming in. And I have a lot of fun doing it. So we'll continue doing it. Best training there is because Vlad and Elliot, I really care. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. It's not about me at this point. It's about this guy, bro. This Elliot works his butt off, man. If you had a chance to work with Elliot and how much you love and care he puts into what he does, that's why we only have an Elliot because there's not too many Elliots out there. The rest of them are Anthony's. What is this, a bull? They're bull caca. Right? There's a lot of bull caca out there.
Imposter Elliots.
But yeah, man, seriously, guys, I really appreciate everybody continuing to join here. If anybody has any more stocks, I'd love to go over it. But yeah, guys, we are real. We'll always be here. We'll be continuing doing this. Watch tomorrow. The show's canceled. No, we're always going to be here, guys. If you never want to join our coaching, I will never take it offensively. If you want to just DM me, say hello. Say hello. If you have any questions, like Nancy threw out some questions I usually don't go over. I don't mind going over that. Totally. And usually we're a little more stock based, but a lot of you guys keep asking a lot of questions, which I will always stop and answer. Like I've been saying, bye dwack. Oh, now we're getting a duck in here.
DY.
Yeah, Microsoft. All right, guys. I'm not done yet. All right. So let's get back into some stocks, man. All right, let's see what we got. But yeah, like I said before, as we continue, if you're interested in coaching and if you want to just find out about it, what it is, just comment coaching below. If you're interested in just getting the webinar, comment webinar below. No more course. That's it. Whoever put courses, that's too many we gave out there because then we're going to be overloaded with those things. All right, let's get back to some stocks.
NEE.
NEE for free. Let's see. What is it?
NEE.
NEE. All right, NEE. I like this one. I like this one here. Looks like we got something going on. Let's see. I like it, just not yet. Okay, it's in a very crazy territory right here. It's beginning to pop really nicely though. Whoever put this up here looks like they have an idea what's going on. I like that. We're just waiting for it to get. I'd feel better if it passes this 81 over here because it's been kind of below it, and I just don't trust it. It's in between these two areas. I need to see like at around 83. If it's an 83, you call me, and we'll figure out how to get into this stock.
Price alert. Price alert.
Price alert for sure. What's the next?
ADI.
ADI. ADI is looking like, hi. So yeah, it's also been on this downtrend, very similar to the market, but the 200-day moving average is here. A lot of these things you'll see with these big stock names. This is the big stock. It's a very high volume stock, very expensive stock, but that's fine because we teach you how to do options to trade with a smaller bank account. I would say at this point here, we need to see it get to 172. 172. I lied. 172. I did not lie. The only reason I'm saying is right here. We just talked about being honest, right? Yeah, we just want to see this start kind of reversing here. So actually, yeah, 172. Yeah, I was right on there. Okay, cool. But this is going to be a big one if it is, because the volume's coming down. There's a lot of consolidation going to the diagonal side. And again, if you look at it overall, you can see how there's A to B, B to C. We're waiting for this move, and it's going to be a big one. Which that
BP.
What is it?
BP.
BP?
BP.
Beyond the Petroleum. Amoco. All right. What we got going on here? Yeah, I'm not feeling this one right now, man. So you got the A to B, B to C, C to D pattern a little bit, and then it's just kind of fell down here. It's holding. No, it's way below. It's between 50 days and 200 day. Not a good stock to trade right now. It's in between. It's kind of like in between jobs right now. It just got fired here, and it's kind of going to the downs. It's trying to lower itself to this one, or maybe it's find another job. We don't know. What we know about this one right now is we don't want to trade it.
DWAC. DWAC.
DWAC. Too new of a stock. Be very careful with it. Just go back in history and things like this. Anything that's under 200 days, you just got to be careful. It just kind of turned 50 days old here. It does have a strong consolidation in the rising wedge, but it could break out. I just feel like there's too many things that could go wrong with something like this because it's still trying to find its identity. Wait till for 200 days and then talk to us then. Diego Hall, thank you, sir. Hui Fam, another paid client. What's up, man? How are you? Where's next?
Microsoft.
MSFT. Microsoft could be a big one, but not yet. Again, today's market is we're putting some things on the watch list here, right here. You could see it's climbing here, but the stock's actually below it. It's trying to break here. And even if it does right now, because of the way the conditions are, I would not trade it. This right here to me is a 315. If it gets to 315, maybe even 320, but 315 is looking pretty good to me. With strong volume, we could talk, and I think it will. So pay attention to this one, put it on a watch list, and then we could trade it. Again, it's not about just finding the play right now. It's setting yourself up, putting a few triggers in there, saying, hey, let me put this one and have an alarm ring. You know, I think stockcharts.com, if you have the paid version, they could have that, but there's other free ones they could do it.
Revisit AGRI for David. I don't think it was a favorite though, but.
What about it?
Yeah, he was interested.
Which David? David White?
Yeah.
Let's see, David White. Did we look at it?
Yeah, we did.
And what did he say?
No, he wasn't here. He must have.
Oh yeah, I was saying so it's not bad, but the problem is it's been holding this strong trend. I would just be careful because the stock is so cheap and they don't have really options. So the volume is really, really low. I personally would just tell you, anything below 1,000 volume, you just there's just too much that could happen. The only thing I would say, if you want to trade a stock, not an option, well, they don't have an option, so obviously you could take a gamble on it, but it's really just a gamble. I try not to do that. I would say if and only if it gets around maybe 225-ish, well, we're breaking this trend pretty well. Probably maybe even, yeah, I would say two, but just because of the pricing, then maybe I would say yes. But not right now. Definitely not right now. We're holding this pretty steady. You know, even if it is something you wanted to invest, why would you invest it in the very top of a channel? So I wouldn't do that right now. Someone is marketing it hard right now as a buy. Yes, that's why I would not. So go back in history. There's a lot of that. If you're watching those stock twits or Twitters or whatever it is that you're watching, everybody's marketing things because they're probably in it, or maybe they want to. I don't know what it is. It's just people do it a lot. People do it a lot. They have their own interest in it, but you want to ask them why. So the reason I named this group is actually because of those groups, stocks to buy and why, because people keep asking, buy this, buy this. Okay, I will. And then when it goes down, no one says anything. Well, why did you tell me to buy it in the beginning? So our goal here is not to necessarily just give you the stock, but tell you why. Yeah, pump and dump. Yeah, it's just really scary because you don't know when it's going to pump or if it's going to happen. And we've just seen anybody who's experienced things like that have seen like, yeah, you might win one, but there's some really bad losses that sound explainable.
Oh,
that is it, guys. That's all the stocks. Hey, we went a little overtime. Hope everybody enjoyed the show today. So here's the deal. We're going to be back here on Tuesday. Again, if you're watching this, if you haven't gotten the webinar, comment webinar below. I explain the whole reason of why. So yeah. I always assume a rug pull put, but thought maybe I was missing something. Yeah, listen, I would just be careful with stuff, with that type of stuff. What's up, Junior? Junior is one of our new members. We're gonna give what's up. You could say hello, Junior. He just actually joined our coaching plan. Diego, we got you. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. So we'll be back here on Tuesday. Tell all your friends. We are gonna have a good time. I think we're gonna see some good plays. We're going to review again. I told you we were 100% based on all the calls we made. I picked 3 stocks this week that are my favorite, and we're going to see how I do with that. Thank you. See you next time. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, everybody, for joining, man. Really appreciate you guys. We shall talk on Tuesday. Bye-bye.